Hello there guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the 2011 CollectA Hatzegopteryx. Now, based on the promo images, this thing looked kinda okay. Like obviously for CollectA 2011 it's going to be sort of bad, but the angle they showed it from was like this. So, you know, looks pretty decent. Until you turn it around. My first major issue with this thing is how blimmin' wide the head is. That is way too wide for an Azhdarchid head, or just a pterosaur head in general. I think I'm going to have to launch straight into the gripes. Yeah. Obviously, major levels of shrink wrapping. The picnic fibers stop at the base of the head and nothing. I don't know what's going on with the beak, because the hinge appears to be underneath the nasal and torbital fenestra. I don't think those beaks would actually fit together properly. They have missed out the membrane that goes from the leg to the tail. And just like the Quetzalcoatlus, I think the wings might be too small if you unfolded them. I do have praise for this, however. The colors are kind of neat. Like, I love the light blue and the pink with a little splash of white. The eyes are adequately creepy because this is a Deathstalk Azhdarchid. Although it kind of has broken wrists. That's another problem. It basically just looks like they've attached a hand to the wing, whereas, well, at least the fingers are pointing outwards. So that's pretty good. Like, I know Prehistoric Planet kind of portrayed it as sort of walking on the back of its hand, but that just doesn't look right to me. But it just looks like the wing finger is coming out of the wrist. Yeah, I'm not really sure what they were doing there. They've only given it 4 toes when it should have 5. And it is digitigrade for some reason, when we know that pterosaurs were plantigrade, which is walking on the soles of their feet, so like us. I'm not 100% sure about how the wings are curving like that. Like, I think that's the right number of joints for the wing finger, but it's still sort of ridiculous. And they've attached the wing to just above the ankle. I don't know, maybe for like this sort of thing it kind of works. I'm kind of in the ballpark of, for Azhdarchids, you attach the wing to the knee just so that they can walk. But given that they've portrayed this animal inaccurately digitigrade, it sort of works for that. Also, its torso is kind of chunky. Nah, the wings are, I think it's just, it looks kind of chunky because the arms aren't muscled enough. And there's no differentiation from where the picnic fibers stop and the wing membrane starts. Another thing I want to talk about is the crest. This is obviously the most widely accepted crest for Hatzegopteryx, especially now, but we don't have the head. We have the back of the skull showing the back of the crest, and I'm pretty sure that this is going too far back anyway. And we have the tip of the beak. And the tip of the beak, from the images I have seen, implies that there was at least a nasal ridge going along the entire beak. So the reconstruction that the 2 reconstructions I kind of support are either the Prehistoric Planet reconstruction with the really tall beak, or the crest that goes along the entire length of the head. Obviously, we won't know which one is correct until we have the entire skull, and that's really unlikely to happen given how well Azhdarchids fossilize. Paint on the inside of the mouth is a bit lazy. because they've clearly just done a layer over the top of the tongue and a little bit around it, because you can see that line of tan on the side of the tongue. It also kind of seems to lack a throat. Like, it would make more sense to restore this animal with a bit of a throat pouch. I am doing terribly today. It's been a while since I've done one of these. At least it has nostrils. Yeah, I don't know, there's not much else I can say about this. One thing I really want from CollectA is a flying version of this, and I don't want them to pull a 2021 swimming Spinosaurus on us again. I want them to pull a 2015, I think, deluxe Spinosaurus on us, where both versions are exactly the same. But for my purposes, an Hatzegopteryx that's permanently standing is all right. Okay, on to some size comparisons. Got some other of my pterosaurs. There's the 2005 Unhung from Schleich. CollectA mini pterosaurs. And this guy is going to be a baby of this guy in an upcoming video. Constant of the Papadimetrodon and the CollectA Hadrosaurus, which could either be a Tethys Hadros or Talmatosaurus at this scale. Yeah, I think that's right. And we got a couple of my mini Titanosaurs and the mini Rheetosaurus before I was messing around. Like so, just, you know, eating baby sauropods. Yeah. Jeez. So, I think I'm gonna have to give this guy a 3.5 because it has a lot of problems. Like, that head is particularly annoying. So, yeah, I guess that's all. Got one more review from that unboxing, and then there's a couple more. So, we'll see you next time.